Good evening, Clarion, and thanks for joining us tonight on CUTV News for Thursday, May 9th, 2013. I'm Kelsie Gestrich.
And I'm Lauren Healy. Tonight, CUTV's Bryn Buchner sat down with Dean of Admissions to discuss his views on the new application process.
Plus, Matt Knadler will be joining us later to wrap up the latest part to his investigative piece on the future of Clarion University. But first, here's Cody Martyna with a preview of what we can expect from his full Weather Center forecast.
I'm Cody Martyna with your weather preview. This weather preview actually has nothing to do with weather. I'm still awesome. Now let's send it back to the news desk with Kelsie and Lauren.
Thanks, Cody. Two men are facing multiple charges after admitting to sexually abusing a girl with cerebral palsy. According to police, Christopher Atkinson, 60, and Aaron Atkinson, 22, both from Mercer County, admitted to mistreating the girl, who is now 15 years old, between January 1st, 2010 and November 30th, 2012, at a home in Lackawanna Township, Mercer County. Christopher Atkinson faces a total of 35 charges, including 5 counts of each felony of aggravated indecent assault of a person with a mental disability, felony aggravated indecent assault of a person under 16, felony corruption of a minor, and felony unlawful contact with a minor. Aaron Atkinson was arrested on 1 felony count of each corruption of a minor and unlawful contact with a minor, sexual offense, as well as a misdemeanor indecent assault of a person with a mental disability, corruption of a minor, and indecent assault of a person under 16. Both men were arraigned Tuesday, and their bail was set at $25,000 each.
Marionville-based state police say sometime between February 5th and May 2nd, a theft occurred 1.5 miles off of Yellowhammer Road on Gaswell Pad Dro 2, Hickory Township, Forest County. According to police, an unknown perpetrator took a 30-yard red roll-off container number EG011 from Hunt Marcellus Gaswell Pad Dro 2, owned by Evergreen Gasfield Services. Anyone with information is asked to contact PSP Marionville at 814-927-5253.
The Pennsylvania State System of Higher Education will be looking into certain areas of prospective students, their criminal background. The new Common Appreciation will ask new students to provide information on existing criminal background with a focus on felony charges. CUTV's Bryn Buchner had the opportunity to speak with Bill Bailey, Dean of Enrollment Management, about the Common Application process and what behaviors Clarion will specifically be looking at.
Of course, the application is very comprehensive, asking lots of different questions, and the one component that we all agreed to include would be, have you been convicted of a felony? And then there's a yes, no, and then the opportunity to provide an explanation for that. The other part is for transfer students who attended another university, whether it be a state system or a private or a public university. We are asking the question as to whether they had any disciplinary action at that prior university. Part of this would be, disciplinary action could be code of conduct relative to actions or residence halls, or it could be something that might be academic integrity, as far as cheating on a test or something like that.
A Mars woman was in need of an ambulance after she crashed in Tionesta Township, Forest County, Tuesday afternoon. 20-year-old Paige LeBach lost control along Route 52 and went off the road, striking an embankment, 2 trees, and a stone wall before rolling the vehicle over. Police say she had to be taken to UPMC Northwest for treatment of moderate injuries.
Tonight on CUTV News, we wrap up the 4-part investigative series, The Future of Clarion University.
Matt Knadler continues looking at how the university plans to make class sizes smaller and how President Whitney plans to make Clarion a cool college town.
Vega adds that hiring more faculty may also solve the university's enrollment problem.
The university has to look at it as basically an investment into the future. If you don't invest into the future to grow, then the only thing you can do is stagnate at best, and the likelihood is that you won't even do that. You won't even tread water. You basically just start to sink. So getting additional faculty is paramount to the gen ed offerings across the university for every major, as well as basically trying to help the university acquire more students through the development of new programs and programs that have more impact regionally.
A portion of the master plan looks at not just what students are learning, but also how they learn it. Clarion University is looking to take a step away from what they call passive learning and cross over into what they call active learning, a method in which students are more engaged emotionally and psychologically rather than simply putting pen to paper in lecture-based classes.
We want spaces that support that kind of dynamic learning. You know, formal learning spaces and informal learning spaces. Formal learning spaces where you've got really great connectivity to the internet, to whether it's interactive items that you partner, economics class partners with another economics class, let's say in England, and there are some joint projects or discussions there.
Are we looking at any new setups in the classroom, or is this perhaps a chance to expand the classroom and move it perhaps outdoors or something?
I think you'll find both. I think in many ways this comes down to the faculty's interpretation of high-impact educational practices and how to increase the amount of how dynamic the learning experience is. So I think the answer is yes and yes. In some cases it means you may be actually spending less seat time in the classroom and more time out in the field, or it may mean the whole experience in the class changes.
Pennsylvania's 14 state universities has seen reductions in funding over the last 2 years due to budget cuts that have been enacted by the Commonwealth, which is one reason why fewer faculty members have been hired and class sizes are larger. But the new contract between the Pennsylvania State System of Higher Education and the Association of Pennsylvania State College and University Faculties, signed in February, pledges to focus on class size subject to the Curriculum Committee recommendations. Clarion University APSCUF President Jamie Phillips says that he would like to see reasonable caps on class sizes so students can learn in the best environment.
What I would like to see happen is that we go back and we look at lots of different classes and think about what is the optimal class size for a distance education class, what's the optimal class size for a writing class, and try to put in reasonable caps on those types of classes, even if we allow caps on other classes to be larger.
At the end of the day, college is only one part of a student's life, and Whitney says she knows that, which is why she'd like the university to partner with members of the local community.
The other notion of value after the academics are the non-academic, or what I'll call the quality of life aspects. You know, where would you stay? Who would your friends be? What would you do when you're not in class? You know, what's the total college experience? And that's where the borough, the town, and the gown come together. The Clarion University, borough, township, and county all contribute to that total quality experience.
Whitney says the university has plans to make the drive along Route 322 more scenic. That includes moving the existing Starbucks location and bookstore to this area. She also says the university plans to build an instructional theater, and that would get more community involvement and make Clarion what she calls a cool college town.
I'm on a mission for Clarion to be a cool college town. And one aspect about being a cool college town is that there are people who come to Clarion, come to school here, fall in love, and don't want to leave. And they find a great living here after they complete their degree. So in different ways, we want to look at, as a university, how can we work with the community to make that happen more often.
If all goes according to plan, Clarion University may look much different in the next 5 to 10 years with new housing facilities, more students, and increased community involvement. All of the pieces to the puzzle are interdependent in that if one fails to fit, so do the others. But to get to the point where students don't want to leave Clarion as Whitney wants, she and other top university officials must first get them to come here.
Matt Knadler joins us in the studio. And Matt, President Whitney mentioned making Clarion a cool college town. How do you think she plans to elaborate and make this plan a reality?
Well, it really comes down to bridging the gap between the university and the community, Kelsie. Of course, ultimately it comes down to, that's why they're going to move the Starbucks location and the bookstore to Route 322, as we saw in that piece with the new housing as well. They're going to kind of build it up along the 322, so it's going to go from downtown ultimately to the college.
Yes, and I agree. I think that's a good plan.
No, Matt, what do you think, what change are you looking forward to most?
Honestly, I think as students, and it's important to understand, as reporters, you want to keep your facts separate from your opinion, but as students, we're going to be, involved with this. And of course, I'm looking forward to some of the immediate changes. I'm going to be a senior next year, so it's a little tough to say, what I'll see from the long-term plan. But ultimately, it's just trying to get more students here, which ultimately helps bring in more faculty and create a better education overall. One thing I want to say, big thanks to Chris Gills for his intense work in the final weeks of putting us together. Also, we got an email from President Whitney. She called it Eagle-tastic. So big thanks to her for watching that and everyone involved as well.
All right, well, thank you, Matt.
Thanks, Matt. With the end of the semester fast approaching, there's one thing that students have left to do before they head out for the semester, and that's prepare for their finals. Clarion University has a few different events that they have prepared to help students distress for their exams. Join the Special Library Association and Campus Canines from 6 to 7 p.m. May 12th through the 14th in front of Carlson Library to relax before finals with some adorable furry friends. If the weather is bad, the event will take place on Level A of Carlson.
Americans love to eat out, but when we cook meals on our own, it's better for our waistlines. Holly Furfer has more in today's Health Minute.
More time in front of the stove may be the secret to staying fit, according to Michael Pollan, author of the new book, Cooked.
It is the easiest thing you can do to improve your health.
Why? Restaurant and processed foods tend to have more sugar, salt, and fat than meals we make in our own kitchens. On average, we consume about 135 more calories per meal when we eat out compared to what we cook ourselves, according to the U.S. Department of Agriculture.
You're not going to cook junk. You're not going to make French fries. It's too much work.
Pollan suggests getting your kids involved.
Get them to health, because the most important thing you can teach your kid for their long-term health and happiness is this life skill, how to cook.
And young people who eat more family meals tend to eat more fruits, vegetables, fiber, and calcium-rich foods, says the American Academy of Pediatrics.
If you cook, you're going to have family meals. You're all going to sit down together because you've done all this work.
For today's Health Minute, I'm Holly Furfer.
Up next is your full Weather Center forecast with Cody Martyna.
Followed by today's regional news.
Stay tuned, you're watching CUTV News.
So, I just moved in with this family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that! That's disgusting! Oh, poop already! You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
Longing for a unique taste and a relaxed atmosphere? Look no further than 6th and Main Marketplace in downtown Clarion. With a menu to satisfy a chic palate, 6th and Main has a taste of the Strip District without the long trip home. Accompanying the food is a complement of gourmet sodas and ice creams, a fully stocked deli, delicious breads, and delectable desserts. 6th and Main offers dine-in service with a relaxed atmosphere, which will leave a distinct impression.
Traditional light bulbs actually generate 9 times more heat than light. Switch to Energy Star light bulbs, and you'll realize just how much cash you were really burning through. Saving energy saves you money. Learn more at energysavers.gov.
I'm still Cody Martyna, and I'm glad you're still you. I'm bringing your weather report straight to your home. First, we'll take a look at our almanac. For our normal highs, we have 68 degrees and our lows at 40. The actual 65 degrees and actual low is at 50. Our records, 90 scorching degrees and 26 as the low. The sunrise will be at 6:05 a.m. and sunset is at 8:23 tonight. Right now, we are experiencing clouds. If you look up into the sky, they're huge. Get your chance to look at them now. It'll be 70 degrees right as of right now, and it'll be partly cloudy, like I said. Winds west-northwest at 6 miles per hour, and a 20% chance of the precipitation. Our current conditions around the area, we have Erie at 63, Clarion, like I said, at 70. We have Pittsburgh at 73. And we have State College 66, Johnstown 69, and Harrisburg at 69 also. Overnight, there's the moon with some clouds. 53 is your low. Partly cloudy with a few showers. Wind southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour, so don't blow away. And we have a 30% chance of that precipitation again. Tomorrow, we will probably be seeing some rain. It's a 50% chance, high of 75, so it'll be warm. It'll be on the warm side. Winds south at 10 to 20 miles per hour. And we'll look at tomorrow's highs now. At Seattle, we have 83 degrees. Phoenix, a scorching 92. That was almost our high back in the day. In Omaha, 69. St. Louis, 69 also. But be careful in St. Louis. there is a flood watch going on right now. It could be raining. In Washington, D.C., we have 85 degrees, and Boston, we have 77. Taking a look at our 8-day outlook, our high will be today at 75, and it'll just keep declining after that. You don't want to be stuck out in the cold. On Monday, we have a low of 33. That's almost freezing. Make sure you pack a coat wherever you go. Then we will continue to see the rest of the week to pan up to around the 70s.
Well, I like that it's going to be 70, but I don't know how I feel about all the rain.
Yeah, I feel like the rain could change to snow on that Monday.
And the fact that temperatures are really dipping into the 50s, and we're so used to seeing it in the 60s and 70s, so I'm
Yes.
sure no one's going to be prepared for that.
And everyone's used to the warmth, like you said, and I feel like everyone's going to start getting the sniffles again.
It's going to put a damper on finals week.
Oh, yeah.
A bigger
No one
damper.
will want to go out, but
Yes.
maybe it'll be better for finals. People will want to stay in and study.
Thanks, Cody.
Thanks, Cody.
Yeah.
Coming up, a motorcyclist was killed after losing control of his bike.
Plus, police are investigating an armed home invasion in Lawrenceville.
As we go to break, here's a look at today's socks.
It's easy to tell if you've had way too many. But what if you've had just one too many? Buzz driving is drunk driving.
The party's happening at Clarion's newest venue, Wasteland Live, off of East Main Street, Clarion. They have it all from live bands to drinks and food. With most nights not requiring a cover, drink specials are always a deal. Entertainment abounds with live band karaoke, 2 pool tables, a large dance floor, and more. The atmosphere is just as bold as the acts on stage and the dancers on the floor. If you're looking for a good time, it's gotta be Wasteland Live.
So, I got this new family, and I don't know what it is about this one, but she can't seem to put down that toy all day long. Tap, 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 tap. Oh, and she even talks to it. She talks to that more than she talks to him. What's up, bro? Nice shirt. Who's she talking to? Her mom? She talks to her mom a lot.
A motorcyclist was killed when he lost control and crashed early Thursday morning on the Pennsylvania Turnpike. According to police, the rider, whose name hasn't been released, crashed just before 2 a.m. in the westbound lanes in Penn Township. No other cars were involved, and the crash is still under investigation.
A Butler County man was arrested as a part of an ongoing effort to target the online sharing, downloading, and distribution of child pornography. The defendant has been identified as 25-year-old Shane Hinchberger. A search warrant was executed on May 8th at Hinchberger's home as they seized electronic devices containing suspected child pornography. Hinchberger is charged with 5 counts of distribution of child pornography, 3 counts of possession of child pornography, and 1 count of illegal use of communications facility. He is now being held in the Butler County Prison on $100,000 bail. A preliminary hearing is scheduled for Tuesday.
A 60-year-old man is facing several charges after police said he made an explosive device and left it outside a Monica apartment Wednesday night. Robert Tilley is accused of giving an explosive device to a Spring Run apartment maintenance worker. Investigators said Tilley told the worker he was cleaning out his car when he found the device. He then asked Tilley to throw it in the dumpster. Tilley is charged with risking a catastrophe, weapons of mass destruction, reckless endangerment, and criminal mischief. Alex Kozora joins us tonight with sports. I heard things really heated up in Miami.
They certainly did, Kelsie. Tempers flared there. Lots of technical fouls. Find out who got tossed in that one. Pirates and Mariners, close game there, pitching duel. Who came out on top? And the Red Wings and the Ducks went to overtime. Who was the victor in that series? Find out after the break.
After the break is your full sports report with Alex Kozora.
Plus more of today's top stories.
Here's a look at what's coming up tonight on CUTV. Don't go away.
Sweet treats are just an order away. With a wide variety of options and a friendly, informed staff, you can get just the thing you need to satisfy that craving.
We are open year-round, and our frozen custard is made fresh daily.
In a hurry? Don't fret. The Meadows has a convenient drive-thru for your busy days. The Meadows is located at 22671 Route 68 near the Clarion Mall.
Get caught buzz driving, and you could do some hard time.
Craig, knock it off.
Sorry, Mom. It could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. And that could set you back a few years. Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Have all your printing, copying, and promotional needs met at Pages, Clarion University's own printing and graphics express service. Open to faculty and students, Pages can print and design posters and vinyl banners to help promote your big event. Our state-of-the-art wide format printer allows you to get your items printed at lightning fast speed. All of your organization's promotional needs, from clothing and pens to keychains and mugs, can be easily and quickly made. With new machines, Pages is your one-stop shop for all of your quality printing and processing needs. Call us at 814-393-2679.
Alex Kozora here, bringing you this beautiful face in your final Thursday evening sports report of the semester. After a stunning defeat in Game 1, the Miami Heat were seeking revenge on the Bulls last night. Let's go to the highlights. LeBron James looking to avenge that tough Game 1 loss to the Chicago Bulls. Joakim Noah looking to go up 2-0 in this series. We'll pick it up late first quarter. LeBron James will look to drive, get called for the offensive foul. Him and Noah get into it. Technical foul assessed for both of them. Tempers would flare in this game. That will be the storyline late in the first quarter now, right before the end of the first quarter. LeBron James, unstoppable. Crossover, spins in the lane, layup up and good to take a 25-20 lead as he beats the first quarter buzzer. We'll go now second quarter. It's LeBron James and Dwayne Wade's show. Pass to Wade. He'll slam it home. Reverse layup. Now third quarter. Look at this gorgeous pass to Wade. Reverse layup up and good. Wade had 15 points as the Heat, all Heat in the second half. Again, tempers would flare. And here it is, 10 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Ray Allen with the ball. He'll drive the lane up and good. Count it and the foul. But Joakim Noah says to the ref, "Excuse me, kind sir. I believe that was an incorrect call." He's going to get tossed. His second technical of the game. Taj Boyd forgot to use his inside voice. Back-to-back technicals. He's ejected as well. 6 technicals in all, the most in the playoff game since 1995, as the Miami Heat go on to beat the Bulls 115-78. Ray Allen led all scores with 21 points. We'll jump now to local action to the Pittsburgh Pirates as they took on the Mariners yesterday afternoon. Before the game, girl got an autograph from A.J. Burnett, and it was quite the pitcher's duel. Let's look at the strikeouts. Burnett, first inning, nasty curveball. See a Kyle Seager. Burnett rolling in this one. More of the same in the second inning. Again, 1-2 count to Dustin Ackley. See you later. He sets him down. Burnett strong, 7 innings and struck out 9. But his counterpart, Felix Hernandez, one of the best in the AL, had a great game as well. 3-2 count, top of the fourth inning to Garrett Jones. Jones goes down swinging. Hernandez struck out 5 in 8 innings. How about some offense, guys? Andrew McCutcheon says, yes, sir. First inning, he'll send this one back up the middle to put the Pirates on the board 1-0. Starling Marte, come on down. You're the next Pirate to come down on the contestants row. 1-0 Pirates. A.J. Burnett made 2 mistakes in this game, and here's both of them. Top of the fourth inning, runners on second and third, 2-2 count. This pitch will get away. Kickoff of Michael McHenry. Michael Saunders will come in to score, and we're all knotted up at 1. Now we'll jump to the 7th inning. Jesus Montero on Burnett's 100th pitch takes Burnett to center field. That one's out of there. The Mariners win 2-1, and the Pirates play tonight at 7:10 against the New York Mets. Jeff Locke on the hill for the Buccos. And finally, we'll go to the frozen pond. It was the Red Wings and the Ducks in that series. Let's roll the highlights. There it is. 2-2 series in this one between Anaheim and Detroit. Mid-second period now, Henrik Zetterberg will throw an on-net off the leg of Hiller, though Michael Samuelson puts in the rebound, and the Red Wings have a 2-1 lead. Last 30 seconds of the second period, Ducks on the power play. Ryan Getzlaf takes it by himself. Wrister pass. Howard, we're all tied up at 2. Nothing going on in the third period. We'll go to overtime now, and it's Nick Bonino off the centering pass from former Penguin Ben Lovejoy past Jimmy Howard as the Ducks win 3-2. The series is the same, 3-2 in favor of Anaheim. Game 6 is set for Friday at 8 o'clock. That's all for sports. Have a great night, Clarion.
And Alex, looking at that Pirates game, having A.J. Burnett, give us such an outstanding game,
Right.
it's a shame that our offense couldn't really back that
Yeah,
up.
it feels like sometimes you get offense, sometimes you get pitching. In this game, you just got pitching and no offense. But Burnett, I mean, I know he gave up the home run, but a great year for him. He's been such a key addition.
Absolutely. So hopefully the offense can pick up, and hopefully they can take the series win against the Mets.
Yeah, 4-game series, so a big opportunity here for the Buccos.
Absolutely. Thank you, Alex.
Amanda Berry is spending time with her family after being held captive in a Cleveland home for years. Her grandmother, Fern Gentry, says it's difficult knowing the suffering Amanda and the girls went through.
It's hard to accept that she lived like that so long, and she's still okay and she's still alive. And I just think I'm so thankful she's home now. I mean, they're lucky. They're lucky they come out of that.
Ariel Castro was charged today with 3 counts of rape and 4 counts of kidnapping. His bail was set to $8 million.
It looks like Republicans are holding up President Obama's nomination for EPA administrator. That's according to the ranking Republican on the Senate Environment and Public Works Committee, David Vitter. Vitter announced today the GOP is boycotting a committee vote on Gina McCarthy's nomination. Vitter says Republicans are concerned about openness and transparency at the agency. He also says there's a list of questions he and other Republicans wanted answered before they green light the vote. The Louisiana Republican says Democrats employed a similar boycotting strategy on former President George W. Bush's EPA nomination in 2013. A swimmer defying the odds and breaking records despite disability that would hold many others back. The latest video that will have you talking is coming up next, and take a look at this.
Take a look at this. 16-year-old Kayla Wheeler is shattering world records in swimming. What's even more amazing, she was born with no legs and only one arm. Her mom put her in swimming lessons after a doctor recommended it as a form of therapy. Now she's become an inspiration.
Breaking records is always fun too, and getting medals and stuff, but I like really being out there as a role model for other people.
Vandals on the loose in Washington state, and these vandals have colorful feathers. The culprits? Peacocks. You can see in this video one is scratching a car. Apparently, they see their reflection in the car and attack it. Residents want to run them out of town, but it's not easy.
I move them around, chase them around, but that's all you could do.
Officials have contacted the Fish and Wildlife Services for help with this problem. Take a look at this, hamburger lovers. This will make mouths water. The president of the Seymour Historical Society in Wisconsin says its museum has the largest burger memorabilia collection in the world. This after receiving a large donation recently.
Hamburger golf balls over there. Salt and pepper shakers, we have tons of those.
Seymour is said to be the home of the man credited with creating the hamburger, though other cities also make similar claims. For Take a Look at This, I'm Renee Marsh.
Peacock scratching my car. If I walked outside and just saw that, I think I'd be really upset.
I think I would too, but good thing peacocks are one of the most prettiest birds, I think.
They even make songs about it. And how about a hamburger? Who wouldn't want a hamburger that's fake to look at? And who wouldn't look at a hamburger and just smile?
I just stare at them for hours. Can I get my burger again? Or just like, this is awesome.
Yeah, I love it.
Thanks, guys.
That's the news for the semester. CUTV will be back in the fall to give you the latest in news, weather, and sports.
And everyone here at CUTV would like to congratulate the graduating seniors, Ian Hunter, Jasmine Glanton, Frank Lemon, Taylor DePerna, Christy Loskar, Cody Martyna, and Rick McClellan, and wish them luck in the future.
For Cody Martyna, Alex Kozora, and everyone here at CUTV News, I'm Kelsie Gestrich.
And I'm Lauren Healy. Stay tuned. Off the Bench is up next.